I wish that I never started lifting until I knew this. This is not gonna be your typical list of, oh, make sure you're getting enough food and protein and make sure you're sleeping, because I've covered that stuff in other videos. This is gonna be stuff that's more specific to me and that people in the fitness industry don't really seem to talk about. And I wanna be as transparent and helpful as possible before you get started on your fitness journey. Starting off at number 1, comparison is the thief of joy. I'm sure you've heard this quote before, and it just rings so true when it comes to fitness, especially this day and age where social media is the most important thing in people's lives even, and you're constantly seeing people that look incredible. It seems like their lives are just perfect. It's so easy to think to yourself, why don't I look like that? Or what am I doing wrong? And there's nothing that you're doing wrong. Everybody grows at their own pace and their own rate, and they are probably in their 6th or 7th chapter of lifting, and you just started. You're literally opening up the book. Another thing that you probably don't realize is most of these people are taking performance enhancing drugs. Yes, even the girls. And they are using Photoshop filters. They are making sure they have perfect lighting, a pump. And it's kind of hard to tell when you don't have any knowledge of what a natural body should actually look like. So this is definitely something that I wish I knew, because it would have saved me so much time spent trying to look like other people. Another thing you should realize is that everybody's genetics are different. A guy could be training for 1 year and look better than someone that's been training for 5 years. Same exact diet, same exact training style, but that shouldn't steer you away from trying your hardest, dialing in on your workouts, your diet, because you don't even know what your natural limit is. And imagine being able to discover that and seeing how incredible you look, all of the progress you made since you started, the transformation, the people that you can inspire. So stop comparing yourself to other people. The only person that you should compare yourself to is yourself. As long as you're bettering yourself every single day, then you're making amazing progress. This also ties into my second point. Take pictures and video. As much as you can, don't be embarrassed. This is something that even me, I wish I did more of. I did get a lot of content when I first started out, but I remember there being times where I didn't want to film myself or take pictures because I was afraid of being judged. I was in the gym and I didn't want people staring at me or asking me like, what am I doing? But you have to realize that nobody really cares. Everybody's in the gym, everybody's doing their own thing. They're not worried about what you're doing. And I hate to break it to you, but especially as a beginner, they could care less about what you're doing. Most of the time, the only people getting stared at are the biggest dudes in the gym. So you don't have anything to worry about. It's really important that you take this content, not just to look back on and be proud of yourself, but to see what you need to work on, what's your genetic strong points, what you don't have to emphasize as much in your workouts. It's gonna help with progress tracking immensely. And you never know, maybe one day, instead of being the kid that got inspired, your pictures and your videos will inspire someone else. It's not selfish to take pictures and videos when at the end of the day, you can be the person inspiring someone else. The third point is something that I still struggle with, but back then way more. And it's to be way more open-minded and don't think you know it all. Every person has a certain way of training, and there's not one that is perfect. It may be perfect and optimal for them, but it may not be ideal for you. This is why it's so important to learn from everyone, try everything out for yourself, and eventually come up with something that makes you feel good and that you see progress with. I remember looking at people in the gym doing exercises where I'm like, this guy has no clue what he's doing. And now I do those exercises. And if you keep that narrow-minded point of view, you're never gonna grow. You have to be willing to try new things. Realize that you don't know it all. You're a beginner in the gym. And even if you're listening to a top fitness creator, or you have this amazing expensive program, or you're being coached by an awesome Mr. Olympia coach, there's still things you have to learn, and there's still things that will work better. Take everything with a grain of salt, and don't be so one and done. This is it. This is the way to do things, and I'm never gonna change, because then you will never see true progress. I mean, why do you think that top Olympians, the biggest bodybuilders in the world, still have coaches? It's because they're always learning, and that's what makes them the best. My fourth point is your heart health is just as important. Do your cardio, Whatever it is, basketball, running, swimming, you have to do something for your heart. I neglected this so much in the beginning, all the way up until 6 months ago when I started my prep for my bodybuilding show. That was when I realized just how important cardio is. It's not that it's just gonna keep you lean, but you're genuinely gonna feel so much better. Being able to properly breathe, it's gonna teach you discipline that weightlifting doesn't even teach, and it's gonna regulate the toxins in your body. It's gonna help you absorb more nutrients. Don't just think that you don't have to do cardio because you're already lifting. You're already getting a workout in. While that may be true, cardio is just a whole different beast. It shouldn't be neglected. And no, it's not gonna make you small. It's not gonna make you skinny. That's one excuse that I hear all the time that I used to use as well, and it's just not true. Like with everything, you have to have a balance. So incorporating cardio with your weightlifting is essential if you want to see the most amount of progress inside and out. My fifth and final point, you will not have motivation every single day. And I get this question a lot. How do you stay motivated? How did you go to the gym every day? How did you do cardio every day? And the truth is, I wasn't motivated. I was disciplined. And with anything that you want to accomplish in life, it's gonna require discipline. Anybody can go to the gym when they're feeling motivated. You just watched a David Lay transformation. You took some dark energy pre-workout. You're with your squad, your friends. You guys are bumping some music in the car. You go to the gym and you have the best deadlift session of your entire life. And you guys are just feeling like Greek gods, right? But what about the days when you just got bad news? When you're out of pre-workout, when the music isn't hitting, when it's rainy and you're driving to the gym and every set is grueling. You don't even want to finish the workout. This is what separates people who don't succeed versus people who do. Are you gonna finish the workout and be different than everybody else? Or are you gonna cave in and stop going to the gym? And this is the thing about working out when you don't feel like it. After you complete it, it's gonna feel like you accomplished something because you did, and you should be proud of yourself for that. You did something when you didn't have to, when you weren't feeling the motivation that everybody talks about. And this is gonna teach you a skill that's gonna serve you in life forever. I wish instead of waiting around for that motivating feeling to come to me when I was first starting out, that I just went anyways. The days where I didn't feel like going, because I would have made so much more progress if I had just stuck with it. And this is completely different than genuinely needing a rest. This is how I assess if I truly need a rest day. If you wake up one day and your body's sore and you're telling yourself, I don't know if I should go to the gym, just go that one day. I know it's gonna suck, but just do it. If after your workout, you still feel terrible and you're like, I should not have worked out today, then you know that you need some rest. But if afterwards you feel accomplished and you're like, that was just me being a bitch, then you know that you can continue to go to the gym. But I really hope that this helps you if you're just getting started in the gym. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like as it does help the channel, and consider subscribing if you've watched my videos before or you just want to see more of my content. I love you guys, and I'll catch you in the next video.